Let's go. We're late.
You're good.
Hi, welcome to Coffee Chat Live with Amy. I'm so glad that you could join me this morning. If the location looks a little different, because obviously it is. Today's Coffee Chat, we're here at my house. In fact, I'm currently sitting in my dining room. And so we're at the farm. This is where, if you guys have seen the show, some of the dinner meals that we've had and eaten. And so I've got some of my kids here. The boys are doing their own thing, and my other kids are at school. So, you know, life is still happening a little bit today. Usually it's just me in the house, and Matt is out in his office by the barn. But I thought I'd try and change locations a little bit and, you know, just get a different feel. You might get a sense that there's less noise here. We're still going to have some guests and, you know, things like that. But, you know, I'm just still playing around with Coffee Chat. Different locations, I think that's kind of fun. We'll go back to Long Bottoms, a great, fabulous place. Dolly there, it's been wonderful. So anyway, Coffee Chat today is in my dining room, at my house, or roll-off farm, whatever you want to call it. So thank you for joining me. How was your week? How was your weekend? This is a special weekend for a lot of you. It's all about love, and I think love obviously comes in many forms. There's friends love, friendships. Obviously there's that significant other, or your spouse, but your kids. One of the things that I love about Valentine's, especially when my kids were younger, I'm speaking a little louder because Jeremy and Zach are in the kitchen. Jeremy just got done cooking eggs for he and Zachary. Anyway, the thing that I loved that I got from my kids for Valentine's, out of anything that I would get, would be homemade Valentines. And they would write their little notes or, you know, something like that. So, you know, that was just kind of fun. Just kind of fun. It meant a lot to me that they would take the time to write something. A card is wonderful, obviously. But anyway, that's one of my favorite Valentines is, you know, I got something handwritten. Or even if they did give me a card, they would write that special note on it too. So I'm wearing pink, if you can tell, you know, instead of red, little pink for Valentine's. So anyway, Zachary has class. Oh, Zachary, hey, Jared, you guys want to come here for a sec? Yes, I know, they love it. They're grudgingly coming, but that's okay. That's why I love them, because they'll do it for my mom. Jeremy's not feeling very well. Oops, I should plug this in, shouldn't I?
Not in the slightest.
Sit down, because they can't see you, because you're so tall. Jeremy's not feeling very well. In fact, you went to the chiropractor today, didn't you?
Yep.
What happened? Why did you do that again?
Just messed up my back.
Jump in,
and the chiropractors are geniuses.
I know, you love a chiropractor.
Love it, my favorite
But what were you
doctor.
jumping on? Was it like a trampoline or no?
Yeah,
Or,
it was that new facility out in Beaverton.
really?
Sky High, is it called? Yep. Yeah,
Whoa.
and so it's just a trampoline house.
Jeremy's my adventure guy. He likes to try everything and just, you know, gets kind of lost or whatever. But do you guys have school today? I think you have school later. No school on Fridays?
No school Fridays.
Oh, that's how a college kid plans it, believe me. I kind of planned it that way, in case you wanted to go home for the weekend and stuff.
Definitely.
So, we're still looking into colleges, photography, Portland Art Institute, OSU, lots of things. Maybe some changes in the fall.
Yep, looking at Portland Art Institute.
Yeah, awesome.
OSU.
So what else is going on? You're just hanging.
Joined
Looking for work?
Joined a soccer team.
Yeah, helping out at the farm.
Helping out at the farm.
Okay, cool. See, our life is just normal, people. We're just kind of humdrum, kind of figuring out life still. Obviously, a lot of people ask us, you know, how is life after the cameras? And I always tell people, it's really the same. We just have less people.
Yeah, it's,
you know?
It's really interesting walking to the barn or anywhere on the farm without having a conversation with someone.
Oh, I know.
Or see someone doing whatever, filming this, time-lapsing that.
Because we always have people around, so we can always interact and, you know, things like that.
I had a friend come over the other day, and he was like, it's deserted.
I know, it feels
I've never
deserted, doesn't
seen
it?
a farm
Yeah.
like this, ever. It's
Yeah.
actually peaceful.
Yeah.
The crickets and the frogs.
Well, guys, Zachary, come here. We've got people from Netherlands and Finland. And remember when I went to the Netherlands, Holland,
Yeah.
for that speaking engagement early last year? So hi, thank you guys so much. I'm not sure what time it is over there, but I'm certainly glad that this time works for you and you're able to ask questions or whatever like that. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, thank you for making another pot of coffee,
Definitely.
you know.
I also have 2 eggs sitting there.
Okay, got it. Oh, for me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Well, you know what? If you are still around, I'm doing a little cooking thing. Zachary, I'm doing a little cooking thing. And if you guys could try the little dessert that I made, or someone else sent me in a recipe, just give me your thoughts, because I think we had already talked about it and give some different variations to it.
All right.
All right, great. Thanks, Jer.
Oh,
I know, they're going to be leaving me pretty soon. They're already working on it, figuring out college. Zach, you come here too, buddy.
what? Yeah.
Well, come here. So how are you?
I'm good.
No, do you have class on Friday? I can't remember. Oh, so you guys are just hanging out. Do you work later today?
Coach saw the game. 2 hours.
You're coaching today? Do you have a game too?
Nope, just coaching.
Does Jeremy have a game? Does he have that Friday game?
Nope.
That's
Okay.
on Sundays.
All right. Well, maybe Jeremy can clean out the garage. That garage needs cleaning out a lot. And maybe you could clean upstairs a little bit. That'd be great. Or homework.
Homework.
Okay, you stick around and try out my desserts too, okay? Lisa, what are you doing? Anyway, so those are my boys. They're just kind of hanging out on a Friday. I thought Zachary or Jeremy had class, but I guess not. But Zachary went to the chiropractor early this morning, as he mentioned. He broke, well, he didn't break it, but he pulled a muscle or injured his back. So anyway.
Judina's lost, so we're trying to give her directions.
Oh, people?
Okay.
Hang on, this is my daughter calling me. That's what I get for having it at my house. Hey, Molly. Because I don't have your immunization records. Yeah, I already talked to the travel clinic, so I'll have an appointment for you on Thursday. Yes.
Okay, good. So when you get to the top, you'll see it.
Because that's the first available time that they have. But I'm on Coffee Chat Live. People, Molly is going to Haiti at the end of March. I think I mentioned that last week. So the mom here, are you talking to me?
She'll be on,
Okay, so is the 17th okay?
keep coming. Yep,
Okay, I'll confirm it.
that looks, oh yeah, your card.
It'll be Thursday afternoon. You may not miss that much school.
Okay.
I know, sorry about that, Molly. I didn't get them in time.
I would love to do that. Run that back.
Okay.
Yeah.
People, I
Okay,
apologize, but
Judina's-
Coffee Chat, that was Molly on the phone, and she's going to Haiti. Okay. Do you think I should have this at my house? I have no idea who's coming in the gate, but someone just called, someone's coming in my gate, so who knows, maybe it'll be a surprise. That was Molly calling me because I forgot to get her immunizations records to verify what shot she may need to go to Haiti at the end of the month. She's taking a trip with some of the kids from her school, and they're doing like a little mission trip to Haiti, so I'm very thrilled for her. I think it'll be a wonderful experience, and I'd like to think that maybe I kind of helped her with that idea, since she's helped me do a lot of things through my charity foundation, so I'm excited. So that was her calling, because I had to cancel an appointment and reschedule it. The life of a mom, I tell ya, even when I'm trying to do coffee chat and charity foundation stuff, speaking engagements, the life of a mom never ends. So sorry about that. Okay, other questions? I think I had someone lost, but hopefully she's found her way. And so anyway, we're talking about, oh, what did I do this weekend? I had the most wonderful trip. I am so glad that I went back home to Michigan. And the only thing that I did, usually I visit friends and I have more time and I go up north and all that other stuff. But I took a few days to just see my parents, just to see my mom and dad. And my sister picked me up for the airport, so I visited with her a little bit with them. And you know, my dad had to go in for some minor surgery for melanoma, you know, the skin cancer thing. And gratefully, it wasn't bad enough where it penetrated it and, you know, spread. So I'm, you know, very thankful for that. But I also know my dad's mindset that he's never really been to the doctor. He's never really been sick like this. And at the age that he is, you know, he's going to start thinking, okay, life is getting shorter. So anyway, I really wanted to go and see my folks. I'm going to really make an effort to see them as much as I can in the, you know, the years that are remaining while they're still healthy. And I was so glad. And going back home and just talking with them, it's snow, tons of snow. If you guys seen some of my pictures on my fan page, Facebook, or my other one, I did snow angels, trekking through the snow, licking icicles. It was so fun to be a kid. But I'm just, you know, thankful that I can go back, and that's the coffee beeping.
Oh, did
It's
you want
done.
some coffee?
The coffee's done.
Coffee chat.
But you know, when your parents get to a certain age and you're so far away, where a lot of, you know, their children are far away, you know, you kind of forget. You get busy with your own life, but when they become a certain age, I'm realizing I missed a lot. I did and I didn't. I didn't get to see them as often as I would like. I remember all the memories back at home, and you know, I'm just so thankful they're as healthy as they are. Oh yes, thank you, Lisa.
I think this is still part of that Long Bottoms winter blend.
Oh, it is. It is. See, we're
We
still
love Long Bottoms.
absolutely. And the reason I like Long Bottoms too is because they're local, and I always like to support local stuff. But I'm just so glad my parents are as healthy as they are, and anyway, I'm just going to really make an effort. I know some friends, and a lot of people are dealing with that kind of thing about their parents and family members who may not have the retirement funds to, you know, stay in the really nice, you know, retirement facilities where they have all these activities. Or maybe they're ill and they need to stay in more of a nursing home, but to find that type of facility and to afford it. Or maybe parents aren't able or don't want to live by themselves anymore and are moving in, you know, with us as we're trying to get our kids out the door, or, you know, helping them, you know, get through life. So anyway, it just is playing heavy on my heart, and I was so glad that I got to see my mom and dad. You know, time is starting to run out, but not too soon because we end this about 12:30 anyway. But I wanted to do a little cooking episode, and
All right.
okay, I have a question here. Let's take some questions first before I go to. I can't follow everything she says. Am I talking too much?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
So it says, how is Matt doing? Matt is doing good. I mean, he had a little bit of a medical thing with his vertigo, so he wasn't sure what was going on. And I think when you're not used to what is happening to you when you have vertigo, being lightheaded and the room is spinning around and you don't have your balance and stuff, I think that can just really throw you off, and you know, it can become a real issue. So I think he just automatically took himself to emergency to get himself checked out, but you know, so far I think things are fine. I mean, the doctors still want to keep an eye on him, check out a few things, checking his heart, making sure that heart there is pumping and doing what it's supposed to do. So other than that, you know, I think he's doing pretty good. In fact, he's traveling today. You know, one minute he's in the hospital and the next day he's traveling. That's how Matt either bounces back or, you know, whatever. But he's traveling today and he'll be back later tonight. So he's got some business. I'm down in LA or something like that. So anyway, but he's doing fine. And my folks are doing fine. I'm really thrilled about that, like I said, and I'm anxious to go back and see them again. I plan on taking Molly and Jacob down to Michigan, or out to Michigan in the summer, so that they can appreciate where their mom grew up, go up north, go to Mackinac Island and all that stuff.
Lori. Oh, we got someone stop by.
Oh, wait a minute, who is this? What are you doing?
Carly.
I live so far away to get visitors. This is too exciting. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay, my friend Lori just got back from a big, huge trip visiting her daughter. Her daughter is teaching English in
Spain.
Spain, so how is she liking it?
She
Doesn't?
She doesn't. She loves teaching.
Really?
She was really surprised because she wasn't sure she would. She loves the little village she's in.
Southern, northern,
She's
east, west?
way south, down
Okay.
about an hour from Gibraltar, so really
Okay.
far south, southern Spain.
Alright.
Tiny village, and she likes it, but she's anxious to come home.
And I'm
Living-
sure you're anxious for her to come home,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
too far away.
Living in another country, away from family and friends is hard. So
It is. And I
she's
think,
anxious to come.
and she knows Spanish, doesn't she?
Yeah, well, for here, she felt like she was really almost fluent. There, she's,
Everybody's loving
A little
those.
rusty or whatever.
yeah, so she's learning, by the time she comes back, she'll speak fluently.
And I think even if you do know the language a little bit, it's still a foreign thing to you to speak that language,
Well,
and you still
and
miss home and.
She said they speak very quickly.
Yeah.
And so even though she knows the language, they talk too fast sometimes for her to catch everything they're
Like a
saying.
lot of them say we do when they come
Yeah.
over. I mean, go figure. We just ramble.
You and I
don't know.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
a
we
stretch.
just, oh, you, yep, So, yeah, well, that's great. I mean, you've never been to Spain.
No, and we also went to Morocco and Portugal.
Wow.
So it was a great trip.
I was jealous, people. I was jealous of her, but I was appreciative that she got to see her daughter.
Yes.
In fact, my nephew, David, my sister's boy, is doing English over in Spain too. But I think he's in the southern part and doing one of the islands or something like that. I'm not sure. But my sister's going over to see him.
Oh, it's too bad that I didn't realize he was so close. We
Yeah.
could have gone for a visit.
Well, I don't even know where
We,
he's at. He would have loved it.
Oh, with them. Well, I
He
think
would have
they
said,
really.
I don't know who you are, but you're American. You know my aunt. I never see my aunt, but hey, it's family, man.
Almost. It was great, and we felt like our trips to Morocco and Portugal were even more fun
Good.
than being in Spain. We had a great time. I'm anxious for her to come home.
Well, I think with you going to Spain, we kind of talked about kind of like not a dream trip for you and I, but just something that would just be so cool to do. And I've always been, I don't know, I just always wanted to do the Route 66. And, be like the Thelma and Louise. Now, would that be just so cool, Jer?
Yeah.
Lori and I,
Doing a road trip.
in an old car, in a Mustang, that would just be too cool.
Oh, we may never come home.
Oh, gosh. I
Well,
know.
with Thelma and Louise, we wouldn't.
Oh, well, that's,
We're
gonna change that
Let's skip the
ending.
ending.
but no.
Oh, it would be a blast. We
Yeah, we
would.
would. So maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year. We'll have
With
to.
Italy.
Yeah, we have Italy
I know,
next
I've
summer.
got the big birthday next year. Are you kidding me? But anyway.
Big birthday. Oh.
Yeah.
And
Come on, I can't be that old
and
yet, people.
another high school graduation. Molly will be graduating.
Oh, I
that summer.
know. Oh, my
So
God.
a year from June.
Okay. I'm glad you had a good time at,
I did.
in
thank
Spain
you.
and seeing
I'm
you.
really glad to be home.
It's so fun to have you here. You're gonna hang out and just see what happens?
I am.
I'm doing a little cooking thing.
Well, that's so I heard. That's
You
why I
know,
showed
I
up.
haven't shown, well, they probably see it in the TV show, but it's a really simple dessert. But I like it because it's light, it's fun, it's not too heavy.
Looks
You can
delicious.
do so many different varieties with it, different flavorings. If you want to do whipped cream with a little
Well, did you do-
lemon zest,
I
and
know,
make it a
I'm-
little lemony and wine.
I'm
and-
probably beating you to the punchline, but did you do chocolate whipped cream in those?
Oh, yeah, it's so easy.
Ooh.
Oh, so easy.
Looks good.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. And the thing is with that, you can make it more sweeter if you want a more sweet whipped cream or less. But anyway, I'm jumping ahead of myself, people.
Oh, this explains
anyway.
why the boys are hanging around.
Well, that could be. That could be. And I'm so grateful. I love that little scruff on Jeremy, just like I love a little scruff on any guy.
Looking like a man.
I love that scruff on other guys. Anyway, well, I got some other people, because we
Okay.
had someone else here. It's
I'm gonna go
family
get-
times.
I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee.
Okay, good. I've got some
Okay.
made.
Thanks, Em.
Okay, thank you. Because I look kind of far out, and look at these people have stopped by. I'm just so excited. But then again, people who know me and people who begin to know me, my house is open to everybody at any time because I just look at it like it's a great time. I think the camera moved, Rich.
No,
We're
well,
fine.
you were fine. When
But, just having people over at my house and just hanging out, I don't know, going back home, it reminded me of why I love people hanging out at my house. Why I love my kids' friends hanging out at our house. And, just just people and just relationships and just talking and disagreeing and yelling and having fun and chaos and quiet time. But anyway, so I'm thankful that Lori got to stop by because it is a little farther out here. It's easy to get here, but people think it's a little distance. But you know who else? I have a special guest here before we get to some questions. This is what we'll do. I have another guest here, and she owns her own jewelry shop. Her and her husband, Joe Kasab. Kasab Jewelers. I think they have 4 store locations. In fact, she'll explain that. And fabulous stuff, fabulous. And they were supporters of me for the Amy Roloff Charity Foundation. And Patrick Lamb, we met them through Patrick Lamb and his concerts and everything. Fabulous people. Anyway, she has her own jewelry, and it's Valentine's Day. I mean, doesn't every woman want jewelry? The other thing besides jewelry that I love is perfume. Perfume, love it. Anyway, she is going to show us, I was so grateful, she's going to show us some special pieces, just kind of fun things for you guys to maybe get your significant other, or women, if the significant other doesn't get you anything, buy it yourself. That's what I do sometimes anyway. I just go and buy it. And just say, oh, look at what you got for me. So anyway, come on in.
Would you like to put this on?
Oh my gosh, wait a minute.
Wear for the show.
Oh, yes. Is this like a heart locket?
Encrusted with diamonds.
Oh my
Our
gosh.
favorite.
You know what I suddenly feel like? One of those movie stars who gets to wear the fancy jewelry and has to return it. That's what I feel like. Thank you.
You're welcome. How are you?
Coming. This is Judina, and she's from Kasab Jewelers. I'm gonna turn my voice thing down here. Oh my gosh.
Brought a few items.
Oh.
Who's like,
Guys, that's why I love it at my house. It's because, we're flexible, we're winging it, it's easy, comfortable, whatever. So, okay, first of all,
How are you?
is it 4 shops?
We have 4 stores.
Yeah.
2 in Clackamas Town Center,
And it's all in the Portland area, so 2
Yes.
at Clackamas Town Center
and then 1 on Broadway.
Oh, yeah,
is in
Broadway.
Alder
in Alder,
Corner,
okay.
and then 1 at Lloyd Center.
And Lloyd Center, okay, I think we were at the one at Clackamas.
Clackamas, yeah,
where we
around
saw you.
Christmas, yes,
Yeah.
with Patrick Lamb.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
But, boy, 4 shops, fabulous. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow, well tell us what you have
Well,
here.
I brought a few rings because Alicia told me to bring a few that's
Yes.
you think that's in the market
But
as
see,
of
like
today.
this ring right
Yeah.
here, I really like this ring.
This one
To
here,
me, this
yeah.
is a ring that doesn't necessarily, for me anyway, doesn't necessarily have to be like a wedding ring or anything, but it's just
You
a
can
nice,
wear it on the
fun
ring. Fun
diamond to
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
My
So,
fingers are fat and big, so I don't know.
Pinky.
Oh my gosh, I really like this.
This is my Scott K. Yeah. this
Oh,
is
I
my
really
Scott
like
K.
this.
And it has a split band, which is very, very
Oh, I better
beautiful.
not put it on that finger, that's not necessary. This finger. I know you guys can't see this very well, but, oh my gosh, oh.
Yeah, it's beautiful setting. It's a halo design that's popular with the young girls today.
I like this.
Uh-oh.
I know, I'm in trouble.
We got,
I have to go up here. Rich, tell me what I'm doing here. You guys, I really like this. Am I in there, Rich?
yeah.
I just really,
a beautiful
because there's
setting.
one big diamond, obviously, in the center.
split band.
And then split band, and then you got these little itty bitty ones just surrounding it.
Yeah.
But it's a nice elegance.
Yes.
It's a simple elegance without, and that's what I like. I like a jewelry that makes a statement, without saying hello,
Yes.
yelling at
Yes.
you know?
And with the quality of diamond also is what we have, so.
No, oh my God.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Amy
I
have
know.
a favorite, guys.
I
We're
do.
in trouble.
And you know what's so funny is that's the first one I saw, and I just, can you size this?
Yes, we can. We do repair, we do appraisals for
Oh,
insurance.
Lori, get over here.
Do you have a gift for me?
Oh, it's for me. Look
Which
at-
one-
Isn't
which
this
one
really
is
nice? I like it.
I like it. I think I saw one, she had one similar, this round one here.
Okay, let me check that one out.
Oh,
Because look at, you focus on this one and it's surrounded by all the little ones.
Gorgeous.
It's called halo design.
See,
yes.
That's what I was telling, everyone that's on the chat, is that, do I have any questions? Are you gonna write down questions and stuff, Lisa?
Yeah, everyone's just loving the rings right now. They're just
they love it.
They're gorgeous.
It's because,
Yeah.
if your spouse doesn't get it, it's like, I wanna pick one special piece, I like it,
I
you
don't
know?
have a spouse. I should just get one for
And
myself.
this hard pave diamond pendant that Amy is wearing is
Oh, yes,
one
I
of the
do.
design of Bashira Inc. in California,
Oh.
and this is Joe's cousin who designed the.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's about one and one.
Oh, and it's hinged? Oh my gosh,
Yes.
that is
Yeah,
beautiful.
a locket, so it's a hard locket.
It's a locket?
Yeah.
No,
Is
no,
it? No?
it's just pave.
Oh, okay,
It's
got
just
it.
pave, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
And
like
pave is that
it.
style with
Pave
the
is just
diamonds
that, yeah,
completely
like
covering?
Yeah.
Like your ring,
Oh.
okay.
It's like, yeah.
Oh,
There
look
you
at
go.
that, what a match, people. Valentine's Day.
Where's Matt?
Yes.
Show that love, show that bling. That's
Look at the
awesome.
size of some of those stones.
know.
Wow.
See, this one is very similar, but you know what? I
Just
like the
one-
split.
One side, one band.
I
see,
really
I-
like the split.
I prefer the single band.
Do you?
But I like the round stone better. Or is it oval?
It is round.
It's
Oh,
round.
let's check that one out.
Wow.
You're
It's a
right, I
wedding,
think I
yeah.
do too.
This is a wedding set.
Oh.
Well, who cares about the wedding
Yeah, I was
set?
gonna say, do you have to be
You
married?
can wear it. You can wear it. It doesn't really matter if you're married or not.
I say, who cares?
Enjoy it.
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
that is
Oh, yeah, who cares?
beautiful. Do you have this for sale on the internet? You guys have like a website?
Not yet. We're
Not
working on it. That's been a project. So.
So currently, no
Can I see this?
internet availability,
Yeah.
but you know
Still the
what?
phone.
Kasab
You
Jewelers.
can email ours. Joe
phone
Kasab
number.
Jewelers. Yeah. Our phone number.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm thinking
We'll
that's a
do that at
perfect
the
fit.
end. Oh my gosh.
That's a
Ooh,
perfect
that look
fit.
good on you.
Ooh, that does, Lori. Ooh, I like that.
Now this is
Oh my
Joe's
gosh.
design.
See, I wish I had smaller fingers.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
wow.
Joe's design.
Wow.
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 How many
And-
carats
and
are in
this-
that?
Well, you can put 1 or 2 carat.
I know you
in the
can't
center.
see it very
Yeah.
well, people, but this is
Here's the
gorgeous.
center.
You can do 14 karat yellow and white gold tone.
Oh
You can do a
my
two-tone if you like,
gosh.
If you're into yellow gold.
See, I got fat fingers.
I have tiny.
I've got
fingers.
short, fat, little people fingers.
I've got little tiny fingers.
Oh my gosh.
You must be size 7.
I think that's
Yeah,
actually like
about
5.5.
7.
No, I think
say
about
5 and a half.
5.5.
Okay.
Wow, that's nice
5 or
too.
6.
maybe a 6.
Yeah. Some ladies
See,
that
I'm
we
like
made
an
a.
8.
This is
I'm
a
a
custom
7,
design.
8.
This is a custom design, so
Really?
we made it in 2-tone, like yellow here and
Oh.
white on the other side, or rose gold if people's into rose
You said
gold.
Joe designed that one?
Yes, this one is Joe's design specifically. Yeah.
See, it's so nice, guys.
Well, he's good at.
At
what
the
he
end
does.
of what we talk about with
So,
Kasab
like,
Jewelers, Jadina will give you a phone number in case any of you guys do want to call. Currently, they don't have a website, but you know, as any business and small
working on it,
businesses do, that's a work in process, and sometimes it takes time. Just like my own website, Charity Foundation, I'm like, please, can we
Yeah.
just get this done?
Or you can email
Oh,
us
wow.
at joe@joekasabjewelers.com
Yeah.
also.
Okay, joekasabjewelers.com.
Yeah.
Email Joe Kasab. These are gorgeous. Boy, I like that one too. But see, since I already have a gold diamond and stuff, but see, I don't know, I really like this one.
Amy has your name on it.
I
It's
know,
okay.
see, I really like this one. Because, you know, my fingers are short and fat and,
And by the way, I want to mention about if you mention that you saw me at this website with Amy Roloff, we'll give you 30% discount.
people, wait a minute, we need to repeat that. We need to repeat that
Just
because that,
mention that you saw me with Amy Roloff.
on,
today,
yeah, today,
Coffee Chat.
February, oh my gosh, what's the date?
11th.
February 11th, Friday, on Coffee Chat, and you
You'll get a
saw
30%
Jadina with
discount.
Amy Roloff on Coffee Chat, and if you are in the Portland area or anywhere around here, want to stop off at the jewelry,
Phone number is 503-653-7767 for the Clackamas Town Center location. And the Joseph K location would be 503-653-2000. That's in Clackamas also.
and if there's another location that you want to go see, if you just call one
Just
of them
call,
and say,
yeah.
hey, I'm closer
Call
to
the
the
main-
Lloyd Center or something like that, they'll give you that phone number too. But she is graciously going to give anyone who mentions that you saw on Coffee Chat what we talked about. So remember, what are we talking about, people? What are we talking
Valentine's
about?
and
We're talking about Valentine's, but most importantly, jewelry and this lovely heart pendant and these diamonds. But you know, they have a whole selection
Yes.
of wonderful, beautiful, precious jewelry that would make any fine woman a happy woman, even a happier woman. But they even have stuff there for men and guys too. So, you know, they've got a huge selection. Jadina just brought over a sample that I wanted to at least, you know, kind of get into the fun of Valentine's. And,
And don't forget, we do custom design also.
oh yeah,
That's our
just such as
specialty,
this
is the
ring
custom
right here
design, yes.
was a custom design ring. So if you find something or, you know, that you want, you know, specially made, maybe you've got a special occasion coming up in December, but you want to give it to your significant other right now because you're going to get married in December. Who knows? Whatever it is. Why don't you just get it because you love them? That's a good reason too.
And I don't know if I mentioned about,
Yeah.
you can bring your own gold and
Oh,
use it as a
wow.
credit towards the new purchase.
Oh wow.
Redesigning your new piece.
Well, that's what I like about a
Yes.
jeweler because you're
don't
working with
Yes,
people, you
yes,
know.
you don't have to spend so much
Yeah.
money just to get what you want.
So if you have other jewelry that you want to, you know, that they can, old jewelry that they can recycle or whatever jewelers do, that will help you with maybe the cost of something that's really special and brand new that you want to get. But the special thing is that you'll get a 30% discount. If you mention today, Coffee Chat with Amy, February 11th, that Jadina was here from Kasab Jewelers, you'll get a 30% discount. So remember, what are we talking about? What day is it? And maybe the special thing could be is what necklace was Amy wearing? So that you really know that you were watching. So what shape? What shape? Rectangle? No, it is a heart little pendant necklace. Beautiful, lovely. Well, thank you so much for being here. And I think we're giving the number on, I think Lisa's communicating with a lot of you guys who are in the Portland, Beaverton area that want to know these locations. She's giving out numbers, and so feel free to contact Kasab Jewelers. You know, I thank you so much for being here because I gotta get on to cooking. Chocolate cooking, yeah. Oh, thank you.
Nice to
Thank
see you
you.
always.
You too. And if you want to stick around, I'll still have the necklace on. But if you forget and leave, well, I'll return it whenever. Thank you so much. I know time. Oh, what a lovely day. I'm telling you about my parents. I keep referring back to that because I think that's a subject I want to go back to. And
Under the end.
shh. I want to go back to, you know, how we're caring for our parents that are getting older. So that'll be a subject I keep coming back to. But Jadina, you know, and her jewelry, Kasab Jewelers, fabulous place, gracious people, very gracious people. And I think every store location, they'll, you know, work with you, you know, show you a lot of beautiful selections. And like she said, they even do custom jewelry. So any style or little flair here and there that you want to do, it's excellent. And since it is coffee chat, I have to have a little coffee here. I think I kind of made it strong. People in my kitchen, there's a little milk or whipping cream in the fridge.
I got her some cream, I'm just
Okay.
gonna some sugar and a spoon.
Thank you. Oh, second drawer.
Second drawer? Ha, perfect.
You know, people, it is so funny when people come to my kitchen. For those of you that haven't really seen the show, but just happened upon us, roll-offs and everything, part of my kitchen is lowered. And every time where people know where my silverware drawer is, they'll always go for the top drawer because that's what they're used to doing in their own kitchen, but we have it down one drawer. Because when Zachary was younger, you know, I wanted him to be able to reach everything in the kitchen, especially those things that, you know, kids or families use all the time, which is silverware, which is some key glasses or drinkable things, some bowls, some simple plates. So a lot of our stuff is down low, and I forget about all my stuff on the high shelves. That's kind of oof. But anyway, okay, what do we have here?
Ready to go cook?
You know what? Lisa's going to let me know what some of your questions are, but I am going to go cook what I think is a very simple dessert, It's fun. You can have a lot of variety to it. But sitting here on the table, which I'll take and put it in front of where I'm going to cook at, it's cream puffs. I don't know if you've ever had cream puffs. I think they're good. I think they're delicious. They're fun. And of course, when we talk about Valentine's, I always think of strawberries or raspberries, chocolate and raspberries. Another fabulous combination. But cream puffs, what I've usually done, because they're kind of light and airy, I usually use a whipped cream, something that's light and airy and not heavy like a pudding or a custard. But I made it chocolate whipped cream with a little strawberries, with a little powdered sugar, just something really nice, and that just adds that little extra special attention. I love chocolate, but sometimes, I just like a little hint of chocolate. A Hershey Kiss would be fine with me, but I love this dessert. So I'll give you guys a little idea of what I do to make it work. And then send me some of your recipes. I would love to see what you guys like to make, what your special dessert is for Valentine's, or any recipe and meal that you guys like to do that's really neat, special, family-orientated, in a hectic family like. I would love to have some of your recipes, and I'll try them out. In fact, I'm trying out a recipe right here that someone gave to me also. So we're going to place this right here, and hopefully I'll put this up a little bit more. Cream puffs. Cream puffs. Just the name of it just sounds, cream puffs. Sounds wonderful. Okay, this is like really easy. You take a cup of water, which I forgot to get, but I'll get right away. You get a cup of water, get that boiling with a half a cup of butter. We'll get our little burner on. Get that boiling, get that going. Once this starts to work, and as this starts boiling, this is for the cream puffs. This is making the cream puffs. I'll go ahead and maybe tell you guys, look at that. If you guys were on Coffee Chat a little bit earlier, Jeremy was in the kitchen making eggs for himself and Zachary, and he even made me some. I just love my kids sometimes. They're just so lovely, even at 21, or almost 21. So I'll save that for maybe a little egg sandwich, or maybe eggs over a nice bed of lettuce with some tomatoes instead of ketchup. And a little avocado. I've got plenty of avocado from the Super Bowl game that no one used. I love avocado. I'm trying to eat a little more healthier, and here I'm talking about cream puffs and Oreo cookies and cream cheese and chocolate. But you know what? Everyone deserves a treat sometime. So we're going to wait till this boils a little bit here. I'm going to mash up the butter, get it going. It shouldn't take that long. I'll tell you this other recipe that someone told me about. And I don't know what, these are kind of like chocolate truffles. And to me, the word truffles is like, okay, way too complicated. I just know it's very detailed. But someone sent me in this recipe. In fact, Tori Edmonds in California sent me this recipe. And I thought, this looks like a fun recipe, something that the kids would enjoy. Even they could make it. And Tori, I love her to death. Her and her husband, they did the palapas and have supported my charity foundation, Amy Roloff Charity Foundation, tremendously for the last several years. And so she sent me this recipe, and I thought that'd be kind of cool to try. All this is you take one package of Oreo cookies, or that type of cookie. You mash it up. You can put it in the food processor or hand mash it with a pie pastry thing, but try and get it as crumbly as you can. You take one package of cream cheese. Make sure it's a little softened because it'll be easier to mix in with all that crushed cookie. So you mash the cream cheese, one package of cream cheese. You mash the Oreo cookies, one package of Oreo cookies. Kind of get that all mixed up together. Then you have a little pot of melted chocolate. I use semi-sweet, but after talking to my boys, in fact, hey Jer, are you there? You want to come in here and tell me what you thought of these and what your idea was? This is a wonderful, it's a rich truffle. And so, and then you just dip these into chocolate and then wham. I mean, it's so easy. You can cool them, put them in the fridge. It is so easy. I'm sorry, honey, but you got to get down. Do you want to sit on the stool? See, because the cameras are made for me, but I got my tall boy here. So, did you like these?
I really did, yeah.
I know. Why did you like them? But what was your suggestion?
And usually I'm not a dark, rich fan,
Yeah.
but
'Cause this is
they just were
semi-sweet,
really,
yeah.
well, it's probably because I was having coffee.
That is true.
Coffee and sweets are my ideal.
Or
picture.
coffee and chocolate are really good.
Coffee and sweets, yeah.
Yeah. But we were thinking, besides semi-sweet chocolate, even milk chocolate would go great with this.
Would. I think for dessert, ice cream and lime, like put green, like, you shave lime
Oh, yeah.
peels
Yeah.
and do that on it.
And have these at the side of them a little bit.
Exactly.
Ooh. Or even roll this in with a little coffee, with a little ground coffee with a little sugar in it and stuff like that. So you could do a lot with it. These were pretty good, but I will tell you, they are rich. But it's Valentine's Day. Here you go. Have one. Well, thank you. He likes them. My Jeremy likes them. Okay, I've got my water boiling, and I just licked my fingers because I forget that I'm on TV. So let me see here. So we got water boiling. You get this boiling. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because we've got it a little going. You just add like maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to pour some in here. I usually just kind of estimate, really. And it kind of works for me.
So, thought I'd give an update on my foot.
On your foot, I add 1 cup of flour. And we're going to kind of mix this up real fast. And I've turned off my heat because pretty soon I'm going to add eggs into here. And I mean, you don't want your eggs to totally cook in this hot water, flour, butter stuff. And you get this really mixed in so it forms a nice soft dough. It kind of doesn't stick to the pan or to the sides, but it's really manageable. It doesn't fall apart. So you keep stirring the flour, the water, and the butter, and the little bit of salt that you've added into here. Oops, I think some flew out of the pan.
Can Jared talk a little bit while you're...
Yeah, Jared, what were you going to talk about? Your foot?
Yeah, my
I
foot.
think my Jeremy's falling apart. Oh no.
Well,
Yeah.
the entire story is I injured my foot sophomore year of high school, really bad. But I
Yeah.
didn't do anything about it. It just healed, right? And it healed wrong, and so it's really weak. And so I just keep re-injuring
Is it your foot or your toes?
It was my toes.
Yeah.
I kept re-injuring them, but that weakened my entire stability. So just a couple months ago, whenever it was, is when I fractured the outside of my foot. That's when I hurt my foot. It was that was like a year ago, or whatever it was.
I'm going to let this cool a little bit before I add the egg. Go on.
And but that just ended up healing, and I went to the doctor, and they said it's either it'll heal but not correctly, and you'll be fine until you hurt it again.
Oh yeah, I went there with you.
Yeah, or you can have surgery now. And we just didn't do that. So
Yeah. Is it still hurting you?
no, it doesn't hurt at all. It's just
Oh good.
I can't. My right foot, like I do a lot of yoga, my right foot can't be flat. It's always on a tilt.
Oh, yeah.
So like it's really strenuous to like flatten out my foot. So I
Well,
still play
we'll have
soccer.
to follow up.
I still do all my stuff. So
Yeah.
not too big of a problem.
Well, that's your mom kind of. I like to think that that's a little bit of your mom after you. You know, we got to keep going even through the little bit, but we need to keep an eye on that so it doesn't get worse and hurt you later on. But you keep going. You're doing lots of stuff. You're
Yeah,
making
I'm still-
stuff out there,
still
helping
playing
out at the
soccer.
farm,
I just joined a new soccer team,
looking for a job, going to school.
men's division, first league,
Awesome.
City of Hillsborough.
I know my boys are getting older. I can't believe it. Well, thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for coming. Hey, can you do me a favor and get my camera from my office area? That'd be awesome. Thank you. I'm gonna let this cool down just for a little bit. The other thing that you can do with cream puffs, as you put the flour in with the boiling water, you can add a little bit of sugar as you're mixing it all together so that your cream puffs aren't a very plain basic. So feel free to add a little bit of sugar or powdered sugar just to give it just a tad sweetness to it. Anyway, this is what we do. I'm going to probably just do partly of this, and then we're going to go on and give you the finished product, because obviously we don't have enough time to do a whole complete thing, just like on all the other cooking shows. But you add an egg one at a time. And it's preferable out of all the recipes that I've used and tried out, it's preferable to use a wooden spoon. I think the metal of it sticks to it, and it's just not as conducive as to a metal spoon. And I tell you, ladies, or men, or kids, if you want to work out on your arm, this is good. Because the flour gets stiff and everything. But make sure the egg, as you add it each time, gets blended in so that you have a good cream puff puffed up. I'll just add one more, but you add 4 eggs to this. So you add 1 cup of water, a half a cup of butter, a quarter teaspoon of salt. You bring that to a boil.
How many eggs?
After you mix up the flour, the water, and the butter and the salt till you've got a good dough formed, you have 4 eggs. Add them one at a time, not all at once, one at a time. And the one thing that's great about this cream puffs, you could probably put them, I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm not sure what my results were, but you can probably kind of put them in a muffin tin so it becomes more form, or do it like free form and you just put like a tablespoon and put it on a cookie sheet. You set your oven to 400, put the cream puffs on a cookie sheet. You can lay it with parchment paper if you want. If not, make sure you just grease your cookie sheet a little bit so they don't stick. Put your oven to 400. Put your cream puffs in there for about 5, maybe 10 minutes. And then turn your oven down to 350 degrees and cook it for another 20 minutes. I'm going to show you the results. This is what my cream puffs look like after I put a little dab of this and formed my cream puff to how I want it, because it puffs up. And then what you do is you cut your top. I'll cut one for you here. My filling was 2 cups of whipping cream. I use heavy whipping cream, 2 cups of whipping cream. I added probably about anywhere from a quarter to a half a cup of powdered sugar, and that will really depend on how sweet you want your whipping cream to be. And then I added a quarter cup of just cocoa mix. I don't know where it went. Not unsweetened cocoa mix, and that gave it its little chocolate flavor to it. So what you do here, you just cut your, I'm not sure if I showed this, guys. You cut your cream puff, so you got like a nice little top, and inside of it you have some of the wet doughy stuff still inside. You just kind of take that all out. I already have my whipping cream done because of time. Like I said, 2 cups of whipping cream. Anywhere from a quarter cup to a half a cup of powdered sugar. A quarter cup of unsweetened, cocoa powder, if you want it to be more chocolate, add more chocolate to it. This is one of those dishes where it's a baking, it's a dessert, but you don't have to be quite as exact, except for your cream puffs. So what you do, take your little cream puff, I took out the wet stuff, you just put as much of this little lovely whipped cream, it's almost like a mousse. It's light, it's fun. What I did here is I had some strawberries already cut up. And you just put a little strawberries in there. You know, make it a little fruity, a little nice. And like I said, you could do a light custard or a light just whipped cream, and you put a little lemon zest in it with just a little lemon juice and make it a little more citrusy, a little fun. And you can sprinkle a little powdered sugar and a little lemon. Here's my powdered sugar over here, and I just do a little sprinkle. And I add my little top to it. And I add a little sprinkle there. And then you can add a little cocoa powder over that too. And like I said, here is the lovely sample. I love it. I think it's something that you can pick up with your hands, or to be a lot more neat, use a knife and a fork and a nice little plate. Maybe put some strawberries on the side, or drizzle some chocolate that you have melted for that other dessert that I made. That little chocolate truffle with the Oreo cookie. You can drizzle a little chocolate syrup over there. So it's Valentine's Day. You got a little strawberries, a little chocolate. So hopefully I'll put this recipe on, and if you guys like it, I'd love your feedback, or tell me what your other variations of it were. Cream puffs, to me, you could add like make it not as a dessert, because if you don't put sugar in it, you can make like a nice little seafood type of salad in it. Maybe with a little crab meat. There's so much you can do with a cream puff. I love the dessert. So hopefully you guys did too. Maybe my kids will come back and eat. Or Lori, Judina, would you guys like to try this cream puff?
Oh, Rocky's coming too, look.
Oh, yeah.
He was ready for the treats.
Come on, Rock. And, oh, Jeremy, do you want one too? Maybe sit next to
Of course
Lori.
he does. Oh, Jared, come sit next to me.
And Judina. What? I'm not pronouncing that right, am I? Oh, okay, got it.
You were right.
Pass this to him, please.
Well, your dog don't wanna leave me alone, he's sitting on my.
He is such a good dog.
Rocky. I know, I remember when they got him back when the kids were little, and he was supposed to be a guard dog.
Oh, I know.
That worked.
Now you got him.
Yeah.
Just take a little bite
He
of
has
this
never
if
been
you'd
very
like.
tough.
Mueller and
You
I
know.
will clap our hands, and Rocky will run.
Lisa, maybe you
Ooh.
can let me know of any other questions before we end coffee chat today.
Yeah, they wanna know how Rocky's doing. You're not gonna give any cocoa to the dog, right?
Oh gosh, no, listen,
If
I
your
am very
dog-
big.
If your dog is
Can you
having
just set this plate
problems,
over there?
change the food you feed him.
Oh, is Rocky doing better since you changed his food?
Magnificent.
Really?
And what kind of food
He
did
was
we
born yesterday.
change?
What did?
Or-
We got him like
Better food?
more nutritious, smaller, granulated, like
Made for old dogs?
made for old dog type
Oh,
food.
yeah.
Because he's an old guy. How old is he now?
I think we got him
Well,
when,
plus we changed
Jacob was
the
3.
brands now
Mhm.
every like 2 weeks, or at least Dad and I do. And
Yeah.
Brand new dog.
Yeah, what grade were you when you got him?
I don't remember.
well, I think
Gosh,
Jacob
I
was
remember.
about 3.
All I remember is Cam Marino named him. We were in the car ride home.
Yeah.
I remember
as
when,
a joke says Rocky.
I remember when your mom said that you guys were getting a Mastiff?
A bull
A
mastiff.
Bull Mastiff. I was thinking, oh my gosh, he's gonna eat him out of house and home.
Yeah, right.
Okay, well, hopefully you guys are enjoying this dessert. Judina, Kasab Jewelers, thank you so much for stopping by. Fabulous jewelry. I mean, I wasn't really into jewelry before, but I think the older I get, I'm like, ooh, I just think I need a piece. I just need some jewelry.
You deserve
You
it.
know, something. I don't know. So thank you for stopping by so much. I know it's a distance to come, so I very appreciate you coming out this way. The recipes for those that are interested in the cream puff recipe or Tori Edmonds recipe, I'll make sure I have that on my Facebook. Give it a try. I'd love to know your feedback. It's Valentine's weekend. Whatever you do, think about love, but not just for today, but making a phone call to your neighbor, sending a note to someone that you haven't sent a note to in a long, long time. And I'm not talking email, I'm not talking Facebook, I'm talking about actually taking pen to paper or to a card and really giving it, you know, your own handwriting, your own thoughts, and your own words. I tell you, as I mentioned early on at the beginning of Coffee Chat, one of my most favorite Valentines was when the kids made it in school and they would write it and they would write their little thoughts, whether the teacher gave them an idea, who knows. Jeremy was always so wonderful, making up these little poems, these little sayings. You know, I still have them, and even in a card, you know, they still take the time just to write something. And, you know, as a mom, I mean, just melt your heart. I mean, it doesn't even matter what they've done in life. Just getting that little note from them, I'm like, oh, you know. So it's been great. It's been great. So, so anyway, I hope you guys like this coffee chat. We are going to try different locations. We're going to hang out at my house for the next couple of times, I think. Next week we might be at Long Bottoms because I like that kind of coffee atmosphere. But, you know, as we continue, or as I continue to do this, I might take it at different locations around Portland just to give you guys an idea. Maybe we'll even show up at Kasab Jewelers. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? And, you know, just different locations. I love interacting with you guys. I love your questions, your input, and I'm having a ball doing this. I love people. My camera crew's gone, so I gotta have more people in my life. So I'm glad Lori stopped by. Is it any good, guys?
It's fabulous. It's so
Okay.
light.
Well, see, that's what I
Yeah,
love.
it's not heavy. It's really delicious.
So, you know me, sweet endings after every meal.
Yeah,
This is enough for me.
I'm impressed.
And you can even make them, you know, smaller cream puffs, so it's a little more, you know.
I am impressed.
Do what?
Zach might be bringing the Prev around. People wanted to see the inside, and we might walk outside in a minute here. So
Oh, really?
we're just waiting for Zach.
Oh, okay.
So maybe you could go see where he's at. Thanks.
Everyone loves that Prev. I tell you this, Zachary has more history in that Prev than I ever did. But I had that Previa long before he did, when I was still
remember
carting,
that.
you know, 4 kids
I
around.
remember that.
Because I had it back in '97, and we just got that new one after Jacob was born, because he was born in '97.
I have a funny story about the Previa.
Yeah.
One morning, oh gosh, I think the kids were seniors in high school. Yeah, I think they were seniors. I got up one morning, it was a Saturday morning, and I looked out, and it's like 7 in the morning, and the Previa's outside. And I thought,
Outside her house,
Outside my
meaning
house.
they had to go to her house.
it was parked outside my house. And I go and I
Early in
look-
the morning, wasn't
early,
it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
7 in the morning. I went, I looked in the family room, I looked, no kids sleeping anywhere. And I'm thinking, where in the world?
Yeah, why are
So
they here?
I went upstairs and I asked my daughter, the Previa's out front. She goes, oh, I know, the boys are camping in it. And I go out and here's like 4 boys asleep in the back of the Previa.
Oh, are you kidding me?
So I went out and woke them up, brought them inside, made them breakfast.
Oh yeah, made him breakfast. I mean, and like I mentioned before, for those of you guys who may be new, Lori has a daughter, Hannah, and my boys have pretty much grown up with Hannah since kindergarten. So, you know, they have just been best friends,
Yeah.
good friends, and
3rd day of kindergarten on, I think.
yeah.
They've just
So you know,
been
my kids are
inseparable.
welcome to her house. Her kids and Hannah are welcome here. I mean, it's just, it's
Yeah,
been
back-
great.
Back during the remodel, when you guys were building this,
Yeah. My kids took
lived-
showers,
they pretty much
took showers and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
they pretty much camped out in my family room,
Oh yeah.
which
No,
I told them they were welcome to because you guys
And
were
the
all living
Previa is
in
part
one
of that
room.
history.
Yes, it was.
Man. No, like we bought it in '97, and I used to take the kids all around. You know, obviously doing the mom thing and soccer and all this other stuff. And then when Zachary wanted a car, and I got the white van, he wanted the van. And we're like, Zachary, you know, you want the van? And all his friends were like, Zachary, a van? But I tell you, every time Zachary drove everywhere, everyone piled in that car. They went on road trips, mountain to the beach, up into the Cascade Mountains. I mean, that car has gone
Four-wheeling.
through.
We've
Yeah.
taken it mudding before.
And everyone kind of like, oh, Zachary, you're in a van, but everyone wanted to drive in that car.
Well,
He
and-
had the coolest car.
And Hannah would always say, do you think we could find a Previa? She always
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wanted a Previa because it was so much fun.
Well, the kids rode in the car, and
Oh.
you know, they said Mike's boys because of Mike Dutchin, you know, and just all this other stuff in there. And then,
I wish everybody could smell the inside of the Previa.
well, we won't go there. We won't go there. It's been a long time
Yeah.
since we've
Teenage boys living in it has
yeah.
taking its toll.
And then the other thing is when Molly went to the dance at the school, and she had some of her friends, Zachary was
That's
the
right,
chauffeur.
Zachary took them.
So Zachary took her and her friend
Oh my
in the van, and he put the lights on it. He put some of this like netting lace things in the car, and
What a good
just
brother.
oh my gosh, he just really decorated it up for her. And
It's not got new wheels on it.
yeah,
Okay.
It's got
that
some
was a
new
little bit
wheels.
ago.
Oh,
Did it
look
work?
who's here. Hey.
Oh yeah, hey Zach,
Pumped right now.
why?
Meg just called me, said if I can cover a game tonight.
Double.
Wait, can you come over here? Wait a minute. Why are you pumped?
You get
I
double.
love getting double soccer games.
Why?
I love working at indoor goals. They give me all the extra soccer games. So when
Okay,
teams
you
bail out.
listen, people. You know what I gotta try and not have them do? Be too comfortable in indoor goals, so they kind of like go somewhere and keeps going at college. So what does that mean? Are you coaching or just doing a
No,
game?
the team said our team can't make it tonight. So Zach, can you assemble a team so we don't have to cancel the game?
Oh, so that's why he's excited because you get to play
You
2
get to
games
play.
today.
Yeah, well I gotta play one game. You know you get 8 games in a
Yeah,
session?
yeah.
Now basically my team
Who
gets
team
10.
is this?
We're playing the team Neil usually plays on.
No, is Jeremy playing with you?
It's 3rd division co-ed, so it might not be a good idea for him to play. You can play goalie tonight if you want.
Yeah, I'll play goalie then.
Yeah, play goalie. They need help.
Why is
Everyone
that
needs help
division?
goalie.
Crazy.
What?
I didn't know what third division meant, so I was
Oh,
asking.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
he would,
easy.
he would,
It'd
Yeah,
be-
for-
yeah,
yeah,
he would-
yeah.
yeah, he would. Anyway, I think we're gonna prep you. So
Okay.
The prep?
He's excited. Are we looking at the prep?
Yeah, we'll go out, see how far we can go, since it doesn't start right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
the reason the Previa doesn't start right now, because we have had it sit out there for quite some time, so when people come out in
By the way.
October for pumpkin season,
We don't know where the key is.
It's in it,
Oh, it's in it.
but Zach, you need to give that a clean out.
You and Mueller were the last ones to use it.
That's true.
What?
oh, we're having a little discussion here, people. Welcome to Coffee Chat Live with Amy.
Zach, then we 3 need to
Yeah.
do a
Yeah.
good brush. to
About a
the-
year ago, I filled it with popcorn and no one ever knew who it was.
You did?
That was you.
Oh, no, she's saying everything.
Oh, I think we'll have a lovely
You played that
time.
Out of sight, out of mind. Ignore it.
I think we'll have a lovely time on this Route 66 trip.
Oh, we will have a ball.
You know, we gotta do something crazy next year.
Really.
Okay,
I
if the
always
Previa, if you guys are still on Coffee Chat, do we have anyone still on?
Yeah.
Yeah, about
40,
50 people.
50 people.
Okay, hey, we'll take a look at Previa. We'll call it an end to Coffee
I
Chat.
thought that was.
Welcome to next time. So hang in there. Let's go on out and we'll take a look.
Next week, same time. Next week.
But we're
same
seeing the Previa right now.
time. Right, but just tune
Yeah.
in next week, same time.
So don't go away because we're going out to see the Previa. But next week, same time still. I'm still keeping it from 11:30 to 12:30 Pacific Standard Time. I really, if I'm going to change the time, I will give you guys a lot more than just the next week's notice. I will probably give you at least 3 weeks' notice so that I can PR it enough. You guys can tell your friends.